How we doing, guys? Well, we got rain. We moved down here to my farm day before yesterday, and it rained. It rained, just enough to keep us out. It had rained 4/10 several days ago, and we moved down here and we thought we were going to be able to cut, and we decided we were going to have to wait just a little bit, and then it rained. And that was the day before yesterday. Rained a little bit last night then, or yesterday afternoon sometime. And then we got 2/10 today. So we're waiting on things to dry out. We've got 135 acres maybe left of soybeans to cut. And then we'll be finished with soybeans, and we don't have any corn that's ready to harvest yet. So it's still a little bit on the wet side, so we're not in any big hurry to jump into the corn. We're trying to get our beans finished. So since we only got a few acres of beans left to cut, we're just going to wait on the beans, go ahead and get them cut, and then dive into corn. But been on a kind of a buying spree here. I bought a new camera. Right now we're using a GoPro 9. So hopefully it's working. If you get to see me looking at the camera, it's the GoPro 9 and it's working. I've heard people say good things about it, and I've heard people say bad things about it. What we normally use are GoPro 7s, and I've got a lot of people that ask about what cameras we use and how we like them and such like that. We use GoPro 7s, and I use an Osmo by DJI, the Osmo action camera. This camera right here. Showed it in my last video, but pretty decent camera. If you're working in here, the lights are too bright for it and stuff, and I don't know, it's good, reliable camera, not always the best picture. Where the GoPros are not always reliable, but they have the best picture. So, Kylie, on our GoPro 7s, we have two of them. Got one right here that's working, and got one over here that's working right now. But Kylie hooked them up to the computer and did updates on them, and since she did updates on the 7s, we haven't had any trouble at all with them. We were having trouble with them freezing up, we were having trouble with them turning on, we were having trouble with them not turning off, we were having all kinds of trouble. Pull the batteries out, and I've heard that that's what's going on with the 9 too, but we're gonna see. But one thing that we use when we do our videoing is a camera mount. All this is a piece of 1/2-inch pipe that we welded nuts in the end of it and have a magnet screwed onto the end of it. And we have one of these things screwed onto it. Now, since we are videoing with this, and I'm gonna put it back. We had this on it, and what this one does the same thing. It swivels around. Loosen it, it swivels. It'll go down into a 90, and you can tighten them up, and it's really nice to be able to position your camera all different places and turn it on it just the way you want to, especially like if you have it like fastened on the head like we did in a couple videos ago. We had it on the head of the combine. Put it on the end of the auger on the grain cart in a video last year. We stick it all kinds of places. And this one started getting so it was pretty rough to move. I know I've been pretty hard on this thing before. This was a very economic one here. And we've used this for about a year now, I think. And I've been pretty hard on it. I think there's dirt down on it. I don't know if you can oil them. I don't know. It's not junk, but it about is. So I was on Amazon, and I got to looking around, and I found a few different ones. And the one that I've got on this mount right now is the most economic one. That's out of the bigger diameter ones. See the difference in size on these. But that one's the most economic, and this one's the mid-grade one. And what we're going to do with the mid-grade one is we're going to put another handle together. we use that camera with that magnet mount on it a lot. And I would need one that we can stick somewhere. I need a second one. So while I was on Amazon, we got to looking around and I found this kind of a handle here. Now, this handle here has a bunch of holes in it with threads in it and such. And I don't really plan on using it. I kind of thought the handle looked pretty cool. So figured we'd get a handle like this and use it and try it. And got a magnet, got another magnet to put on. And we're gonna go ahead and put one together so you can kind of see what our new one looks like that we're gonna use for the GoPro 9 if we can keep the GoPro 9 working. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some things together here and we're gonna put some thread locker on some of these things too, because thread locker can just be your friend when you have something stuck on the side of the combine. Lots of times, if this is screwed, got metal to metal, and this is screwed onto here like this, it can vibrate and get loosen up and your camera will turn like that and you'll miss what you wanted to see. So I went ahead and I glued that one all together. The only thing I'm not going to glue onto this one is this head right here, or this swivel, whatever you call it. I'm not going to glue it on because I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. But the rest of the stuff we're going to go ahead and we're going to tighten and put together. So we're going to put a little bit of thread locker on here. When I say a little bit, I'll probably make a mess. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And I just, like I say, I just want a little bit. I'll put the lid on that because I'll probably step on it and make a huge mess. I think I'm right here. All right, we've done that. Get a rag. All right, now I got to look at this handle and the bottom of this unscrews off. I don't know if it unscrews off for different mounts or what it is, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put a little bit of locker on it too. Now this is the blue locker. I don't think this is the tough. I think the tough stuff is the red stuff. But if we gotta take it apart, we can get it apart. No big deal. If I have to heat it with the torch, we'll do that. Now a little bit ago I was messing with this thing. The table's about to fall off. A little bit ago I was messing with this thing and I put it on there tight enough with my foot that I had to get the pliers out to get it off. And I scratched it up in a couple little places right here. But like I said, I think I'm going to be able to get it. Oh yeah. There, that's tight enough. All right, let's go ahead and get this on the, what these are fishing magnets. I think this is 150 pounds. That one over there is, I think it's 200 pounds, but this is 1.5 inches in diameter. And it's got a 1/4 inch stud sticking out of it. Go ahead and put a little locker on this too. And this handle, it's 1/4 inch also. That's 1/4 inch threads right there. If I can get it started on there. Okay, once that dries, it'll be tight. All right, now this comes off here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put a little bit of locker on it too. We'll leave a little washer on there too. the new handle's coming together. I do have that pretty big tight. All right, the only thing I'm not gonna put locker on is this, because I don't know if I'm gonna like this yet. So we'll just have to see. This screws on there. And it's thundering outside. Just wonderful. Okay, whole thing's tight. All right. There's the handle so far. So then we put one of these things on it. Now these things are plastic. These are the things that kind of worry me a little bit. I haven't ever had any trouble with it yet, but we'll just have to see. Now these are just the plastic things. I think this one came with, I don't remember what camera this one came with, but it's just a mount like you would put on a tripod. And they're GoPro mounts is what they are. Put that on there like that. You see what happens when you loosen the Now, since I'm filming with all my cameras, I guess I could use the Osmo. We'll go ahead and we'll put the Osmo on there. We may as well video something with it. Now I ran over this thing when it had, I can't remember if this one had the Osmo in it or the GoPro, but I ran over it and it flattened that out and made it a little nicer for to keep in my pocket. Hey, guess what? It sounds like it's raining again. Turn it on. I'll use this one to show while I'm videoing. You can see my mess. All right. See right there, I got the camera right there on that. That's my magnet mount. Use that thing all the time. That's the one I was just showing. And I have the tripod, the GoPro 8, or I'm sorry, the GoPro 9. I have a GoPro 7 sitting right there on the corner of the chair. Got boxes right there, got a project coming up, getting ready to work on the golf cart. It's getting ready to get turned into something different than what it is right now, but that's a project coming up. But got some stuff there. There's some boxes and one of the bumpers and stuff like that for it. So, but these make some pretty good mounts. And they stick to anything that's metal, and they stick there very well. So one reason we like them, if you're going to stick something in the head or something, you want a pretty good magnet on it. So I think this is pretty good, and I think it's going to work out really well for us. So once we get going with the harvest again, you're going to see both of these magnets in action, because we got another good video coming up for you, our last bean harvest video. So stay tuned for the last bean cutting video. So now we got to shut everything down. All right, GoPro 9, wondering how you worked. See ya.